Greetings in the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. We want to thank you guys for being with us tonight. We want to thank you guys for taking time off from your busy schedule to be with us tonight to chat with Ronaldo Jacob. Ronaldo Jacob, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you for taking some time off your busy schedule, man. And as we were chatting just now, I think the last time we spoke was about, what, 3 years ago when we met in Trinidad on Shotgun Street, I believe it is.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, I was passing on Shotgun Street, guys. I must admit, I like doubles, right? must admit, guys. I love my doubles. So I was passing on Shotgun Street, and lo and behold, I saw Ronaldo and we had a chat, because I was looking to put some things in place to help Ronaldo with school and all that kind of stuff. So now Ronaldo is here and he is really doing well. And Ronaldo really was, since I've continued to communicate it with Ronaldo before he started school, we would have some very interesting conversations in the process of building up for Ronaldo to head out to school. And, it could be a very frustrating period sometimes when you put in this thing together to go to school in terms of patience and going together. But tonight, Ronaldo is going to share some information with us in terms of his transition, in terms of school, in terms of his development, in terms of the difference from where he was before and where he is now. So, Ronaldo, welcome again, and share with the audience as we connect to, Facebook and all the social media sites that we're on. We have people logged on from all over the world here, Europe, African continent, the Caribbean, America. And Ronaldo, share with us some information in terms of yourself, the school you're going to, and where in Trinidad and Tobago you're originally from.
Okay, sure. Good night again, everyone. Well, you see it's still bright where I am at. It's basically 5 o'clock here, but it's, as you can see, but as I can say, speaking about student athlete wise, it was a big transition because back home in Trinidad, you don't play until about 4 or 5 p.m. in the evening. But compared to over here, your schedule start as early as 6 a.m. Because me personally, this is our off season, but we've had to gym early mornings as early as 6 a.m., go to class, go to work, and then I got training again at 4:15. And that's basically my day every day, 24/7. We get our weekends off, but it's been strenuous. Development wise, it's a big transition because it's a lot more strict due to the fact that the coaching system is not as lenient as it was back home. Like they're very strict, be it academics, be it athletics, because it's a very large team you're fighting for a spot on. It's about 30, 40 of us. So we've all been fighting. It's like 3, 4 players fighting for one position, and it's only 11 can start. So, it's a constant back and forth trying to make it to the top, basically. But if I can talk about hometown-wise, I grew up in Pasha Street. Don't know if you all know that place. It's basically kind of the ghetto, but there's always a stigma that people that come from the ghetto, they can never make it out. And I'm basically showing that there is good that can come from anywhere. So how I see it as that we all got this dream to make it, and I just kept pushing.
Interesting.
Yeah, but
interesting. I'm going to prompt you with some of the questions because I want to get deep inside of what you're doing.
Sure.
Pashley Street, I used to be around Pashley Street at one time because I used to play small ball there on Pashley Street. And even close to the Beetham side where we would play soccer and small ball post champs, they used to call us. Ronaldo, what are some of the schools that you attended back in Trinidad and Tobago?
I initially attended St. Anthony's College, where I completed 6 years of my degree there because I did up to Form 5 and I repeated Form 5 to get more grades. Played intercall with them. We went on to the intercall final. However, we lost. In my pursuit for more education, I decided to do Form 6 at Trinity College, Mocha, and went to the final again. However, this time we didn't win. So it was a
Beautiful.
very sad, but it was still enjoyable.
Development. Development, all in the process of your development. And in
Yeah.
terms of Ronaldo, the transition from Trinidad and Tobago to the state that you are in right now, give us a feel for it, because we have a lot of parents, a lot of student athletes, they're logged on, and they want to get a feel for it. How was that transition period for you in terms of adjusting, in terms of the weather, in terms of where you come from, how people would carry themselves, and from where you from what you're speaking to, you are more in a more structured and in a disciplined environment you are in. Yes?
Yeah.
Tell us about that, brother.
Okay. Initially, when I came here January 9th, and it was freezing. Like, I was shocked. I was like, I came from the tropics, so it's warm every day, 24/7. And when I got here, I was like, no way we are practicing in this weather. And lo and behold, we had practice, had to be out there on the field, cold nose, whatever. And you just have to keep pushing. And it just showed me, like, because back home, if it rains, you're like, okay, maybe it's a rainy day, stay inside. But over here, rain, snow, whatever, they want us out there training. If they're gonna move the training session inside, so be it. But when they say there's training, there's training. There's no excuse and be like, oh, let's rest today. Today's not a good day. We gotta keep pushing. And that's basically that's how I feel and be like, they're very strict here. And when they want excellence, they get it. And that's basically how I saw it. And that would help us this season because last season gone, we won both the regular season and the AMC championship as well. So, and it showed clearly that our preseason work, it just kept growing and growing. And that's what showed that we're the better team out there. So that's what I find was really nice here.
Beautiful, Ronaldo. Well spoken about. One of the questions I'd like to ask you to Ronaldo, what is the difference with the standard of play that where you came out from the college league in Trinidad and Tobago versus where you are now in your college? What is the difference you would say in terms of the standard of football and discipline in terms of it?
Okay, if I gotta be honest, there are some very key technical players I've seen here, but it's nothing compared to what I've seen back in Trinidad as well. But the major difference compared to back home is the discipline aspect. Like, when they say they're going hard, and there's no 25%, 50% today. Every training session, 100%, even if it's preseason, during the season. So that's what showed me that they got the will and the drive to keep going forward. And I think that's the problem that us locals probably didn't realize and think that it's all easy. And they clearly showing me that no, they came here for two purposes: to improve their academics and to excel athletic wise as well. So that's, I find, what was amazing to know that I'm not the only one with that mindset. It's around the world basically, because on our team, it's about 10 probably different nationalities we got here. A lot of South Americans as well, and they all just showing me that they just want to keep pushing forward. So that's how I find it's been.
Beautiful, Ronaldo. And how do you balance your academics, Ronaldo, with the soccer, and knowing that some of your games may be out of state? How do you balance that, your academics now? Because as you know, you are a student first and then an athlete after. How do you balance your academics? Because this is very, very important for parents and would-be student athletes to understand. This is not a soccer scholarship you're on.
No. No.
So if you would shed some light on that for us, Ronaldo, that would be very important.
Yes, that's true, because the first thing they're first to tell you, you're a student athlete, not an athlete student. And basically, when our season was going on, it was very strenuous because you got to find that balance between doing your schoolwork, making sure and attend practices as well as you can, The teachers are a little lenient, but they have this policy where if you do not keep up with the class that was done that day, then that's where you're penalized and they put you on record as you missed that day. But during the season, they keep in contact with the coaches and know exactly what they're going to be missing, but they help you even though you're not there. So,
Beautiful.
but boss wise, it's different because I've had one teacher in specific. I had a test, but it was online. But the fact that even though he knew that we were all, because about 6 of us in that class, even though he knew that we were all absent that day, he was like, no, he's not changing the day. He wanted to be done because he know you paid for it. So it was a little way. It's like as soon as you finish a match, is to go and prepare to study because the morning you have an exam. So it was really weird, but you just gotta do what you gotta do, basically.
One word, Ronaldo. Discipline and a
Yes.
structural environment you are in. And it requires you to have time management skills and develop your time management skills where you are. Very, very, very much important for you to do. What are some of the interesting things, Ronaldo, in your first season that you would share with kids that you think that they need to add to their repertoire to be better student athletes as they make that journey to where they go?
The one thing I can say is hard work. Don't think that when you reach here, you've reached, like, this is only just the beginning. Because, like, you don't get here and be like, oh, I finally made it out. Everything's going to be running smooth now. When I got here, it was just another open eye. It was wide awakening to just see that it's not over. You got to keep pushing more because you don't know what's going to happen. You just got to keep pushing hard. And that's basically how I saw it. There was no days off. Every day you got to keep going hard, 24/7.
Interesting. And you, what about in terms of traveling, Ronaldo? What was the game plan for you guys in terms of your traveling to go to different locations to play? Because to get the information across, I try to get the information across to parents and student athletes to understand some games might be 5 hours away, some games might be 4 hours away, and you have to reach at a certain time to get yourself together to get there. And there's no sitting in a bus sometimes and hanging around because you have a test in the morning. So you're in a bus for about 5-6 hours. You may stop in a number of places to use the restroom and get something to eat, but you have your books you're studying. Did you witness that, or was that something that you you participate?
Well, you say 4 to 5, 6 hours. It's actually I've driven 8 hours already to a game. We've had to overnight. There was this one time we was on a 7-hour drive and the bus shut down. We had to request a new bus to come pick us up. It was a good thing that the game was the next day, so we were able to sleep it off. But the fact that and 6-hour drive turned into 8, 9, just because of that problem. So homework that needed to be done had to push back, sit on the bus. This has to be done. And like we've had instances like the bus was not able to pick up Wi-Fi. So he wasn't able to do your work at all. But I just think the fact that the teachers understand the problem, so they're not as strict with us per se during that time frame. So like we just gotta let them in advance. Like this is the day we're gonna be out. Like we're not sure if we're gonna get the Wi-Fi as soon as possible. So they might give us an extension on it. So, but it's really weird because you think you're gonna enjoy the game, but then you can be like, oh no, I got an exam in the morning. Finish that study time. So it's just been a lot, but I enjoy it so far still. So not really complain about it.